So now that 30 December is over, let me go ahead and rate all the restaurants that I visited and how I felt about it. Now, Seattle, the food was good. The ambience was great. They were just disorganized, right? Like they gave us the food. And then as we were eating, they came with the placemat. So we had to be lifting the plates for them to be putting the placemat. Then we had Mood. Mood had a young crowd. Music was playing, but everywhere we went, music was playing. But the vibe was great, right? Now, keep in mind, Nigerians, they love to season their food with a lot of pepper. So if you're sensitive to that, keep that in mind, right? But the drinks were really great and the food was really nice. Now for the evenings, we kept it kind of like light on some of the food. Now this fish right here, baby, it was so good. Then we had Soho. Soho had a really clean aesthetic, those vibes for the Instagrams and the things. But outside of that, the food wasn't all that. These tacos were too cheesy. In my mind, I was like, okay, we kind of got tired of eating too much spicy food. So we wanted to switch it up and kind of have something a little bit more different. And it just wasn't all the way there. Now we have ginger. I know people don't necessarily like ginger. I enjoyed ginger so much just for the calm, the quiet, and the cocktails. They had the best cocktails that I had. And this fish right here, the fish, it was just so good. We ate, we drank, we had us a good time. And for the best food, I do have to give it to Abeke. Now, mind you, they're a very new restaurant, so when we came here, their menu was limited. We couldn't get to try all the things, and it was their first 30 December, as the owner told us. So we were showing a little bit more grace because the menu was limited. So many of the foods would run out the times that we went, but the food that we had was amazing, and they were very generous with the palm wine. The cocktail was really, really good. Everything was seasoned to perfection. It was so good that we went back a second time because I wanted to try their amala. I wanted to try their actual traditional food. And it just was amazing. But again, the service was very slow and they ran out of other foods that we wanted. But I also did like that they had different games that you can play. So that overall was just a good time. And then we had Slow. And just like the name, Slow had a very grown ambiance and a slow vibe to it, right? Like nothing was hype. Nobody was mismanaging funds. Nobody was screaming. Nobody was doing nothing. And I just needed to switch it up a little bit because at that point we had been eating a lot of, swallows, a lot of amalas because we ended up catering. This was a lot of the dinners that we went to, but for the house, we ended up catering just to avoid eating too much spicy food. And so eventually I was like, dang, I just want something super light. And this kale salad was exactly what I needed. So overall, I really, really enjoyed Slow just for the ambiance. It was just like a different pace. And now for the food that actually took my breath away, the food that I'm still thinking about to this day is the very food that we made with our friend's mom. She took us to the market. We came home and we cooked the ogbono stew and pounded yam. It just was amazing. I'll go back just for that.